Good morning, guys. Sorry that I'm not with you today. I'm over in Miss Russum's room working on some things with her in her class, but if you need me, I'm right next door. You will have somebody in your room today with you. In third period will be Miss Cheryl, probably. I'm not sure about 5th and 7th. Just somebody in the school will stop in. It's not going to be a real, big full-time sub or anything. Everything that you need to know, I'm going to tell you right now in this video, so you don't have to worry about having sub-plans or any of that. You'll have your headphones or headsets or your own earbuds and listening to this, and then you're going to move on to the assignments that you have. Now, I've written on the board, I've given you a couple of assignments. So if you look in this on the sideboard, it says one of them will be a quiz grade. You'll find out which one on Wednesday, so do your best on all of them because you don't know which one I'm going to pick to be the quiz grade, and I'm not going to look at them first. I'm just going to say, okay, this is going to be it, and I'm going to grab it, and that's going in as a quiz grade as your final quiz for the quarter. So this is a way to really pull up your grade easily or bomb it. I don't know. It's up to you. So the first thing that you're going to be doing is choose your word. You're going to write a 5 to 7 sentence paragraph explaining why that's your word. Make sure it's grammatically correct. Use varied sentence structure, and you're just going to choose, and you'll see the list in a second. Actually, I'll show it to you now. We'll move to that one. Okay, so there is the front of you on the board. You've got all of these words that you can choose from, and once you choose it, you're going to explain why, remembering to make sure that everything's correct. This can be really personal. If someone chooses a word like, I'm trying to think of one that would be personal. I know this is taking you. Miss Coster, you're recording. Why aren't you ready for this? Brave. Maybe something's happened to you in the past, and you need to remember to be brave to get through things. That might be a personal thing that you're talking about in that paragraph. Or if you are, I rise. Yes, that's 2 words, but if it's on the board, you can use the 2. If you want to make up your own, that's fine too, if there's not one up there for you. But I rise, something bad happens, and you decide that you're not going to let that get you down. You're going to rise and overcome it. Maya Angelou wrote a poem called I Rise. Guess what it was about? So obviously that's something that could be personal for some people. I just need you to know that no one is going to read these except me. So no worries about that. The content isn't going to be what you're graded on. It is your, is it grammatically correct? Do you have varied sentence structure? And did you answer the question? Okay? All right, let's go back over to the other one. Second thing, you're going to write a 1-page, grammatically correct again, journal entry explaining a time that you either bullied someone, were bullied, watched someone be bullied, or stopped bullying. I probably could fill out at least 1 page for each of those. Sadly, I was a bully, as we know, and, I've been bullied. I've stood by as someone else was and done nothing, and I've also seen it happen and stopped it. So whatever you choose to write about is fine, but just pick one of those. It's a 1-page handwritten, not more than 1 page. You've got to learn to be concise. Some of you will try a 5-page essay on this. This is not what I want. It is a 1-page, grammatically correct, fully answered in detail, explaining the experience that you had and what you learned from it. So make sure that that's all done. And then the third thing, there's actually 4 things total there that I might grab to grade. The third and fourth one are common lit. So your common lit is here. So you go to commonlit.org. I got to change that on the board. It's commonlit.org. And you've got 2 of them up here for you, The Value of Being Confused and Annabel Lee, which is an Edgar Allan Poe poem. You will have questions to answer on it, and you will also have a little short answer portion that you'll have to fill out at the end of that, okay? So make sure that you do those, answer all those questions in case that's the one that I grabbed to grade. You can also see the grades that you got from the last one because we did one at the beginning of the quarter to kind of test it out and see if we liked it or not. That grade doesn't go anywhere, but you can see the notes that when I graded it, the notes that I put in there to see how you could do better, because since this one could possibly be a quiz grade, you may want to make sure that you do this correctly. And then when you have finished those 4 things, you choose your word and write your 5 to 7 sentence paragraph. You write 1-page reflection of the bullying topic, and then those 2 common lit assignments that you've got 2 days to do these. These aren't due until Tuesday, but they have to be done in class, not outside of class. So you'll be doing those 4 things, and then if there's time, like say you do 2 of the assignments today, Monday, you choose your word and you do one of the common lits, and you're like, I'm done with that for today. My head's kind of, and you want to read, that's fine. You can read. Or if you want to work on your lit terms, that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is just have you guys work on your lit terms days like this when there's just some extra time. And here's where they're going to be, or where they are. I've actually put them there. So if you log into Schoology, which you're there right now on the groups page, and go to the top and click on courses, it takes you to the screen I was just at. But then click on your course with me on it, and then you go to materials, go to quarter 1, go to slides from class, and click on literary terms. And then here's the literary term of the week presentation. This will take a minute to load because there's 115 slides or something ridiculous like that. So just let it take its time and load up while you get your paper and pencil out or whatever. I've already opened it, so it might not take too long for me. But there they are, and these are the slides that we go through in class. So we've got that pulled up, and you just come up here and click next, and it takes you through. And remember, when you have a word, it's what's in the blue box is the definition. Do I want you just to copy down the definition? No, I want you to read it and then put it in your own words and make sure. And if you want to watch the videos that are on it that link up, that's fine. You can do any of those that if they're open to you. If it blocks you out, then you just can't do that. But you could do it at home if you wanted to. All right. So that's what you have to do today and tomorrow. Here's an example of one word that I wrote just so that there would be some sort of an example for you. And this is going to stay, I'll upload this onto Schoology as well so you can see it, or I'll make copies and have them in the classroom so you can grab them. So the word I chose is faith. The word I chose was faith. Choose is. See, and that's why it's good to proofread, kids. Okay, I chose this word for many reasons, but the most important reason is comfort. Throughout my life, I have been in many situations where I felt alone, scared, and even forgotten. I was raised in a Christian home by Christian parents, and I was blessed to have missionaries for grandparents. When I became a teenager, I started to drift away from my faith. I made poor choices, mistakes that can never be taken back. Remember we talked about the bullying? And created a reputation for myself that was less than desirable. Like I said, I was not a very nice person. The only reason I was able to rise above the mistakes I made and become the person I am today was by faith. I believed that my Savior loved me and cared for me, and that nothing I did was too much for him to forgive. Because of this truth, faith is a word that I am passionate about and a virtue I would like to have more of in my life. So, and then I put a little note at the bottom because you just always have to protect yourself. I am not in any way trying to push my beliefs on you. The purpose of this paragraph is to give you a model of what I expect from your paragraph. Notice that I've included varied sentence structure and used correct grammar, usage, and mechanics, well, at least now after I edited it, right? You will handwrite this paragraph, so please take your time and write neatly. If I can't read it, I can't grade it. If this is the one I choose for the quiz grade and I can't read it, then I can't give you a grade for it that you're going to want. One of these assignments is a test. Oop, no, that's a quiz grade. Let me change that. Going to be a quiz grade. Should it be a test grade? What do you think? What do you think? What? I asked them, but they can't answer me. Should I give them a test grade or a quiz grade over these things? It's the end of the quarter.
Test.
It could either help them like really a lot with a test or kind of help them with a quiz.
Test.
Test grade. You can thank Riley if you don't like it. I'm keeping it a test grade. Thanks, Riley. Okay. So if there's any questions, I can't answer them, but you can ask your sub for the day, whoever's there, and hopefully they'll be able to help you. If not, they can open the door and ask me while I'm in Miss Russum's room. All right, love you guys. Have an awesome day, and I will see you later. Bye.